Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to the video. As you can tell, I'm standing here beside my Friday the 13th shrine, as I like to call it. Specifically, standing next to the Part 7 Jason. Because in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at NECA's newest Friday the 13th Part 7 Jason Voorhees action figure. So let's check it out, shall we? Now, I don't usually unbox action figures on the channel, but I just got this and I waited roughly 10 months for it, so I thought I would share the unboxing with you. And I don't know why it was such a long wait. I'm sure NECA had their reasons. Perhaps it had something to do with the pandemic. I'm sure it did actually, but anyway, I've finally gotten it, and I'm pretty excited to finally take a look at it. As you can tell, it has the movie poster on the front, and like all NECA figures, they come in this nice window packaging. I think NECA have probably the best action figures out there, and certainly this one is no exception. Man, the detail in this thing is crazy. They got it all in there. You know, his suit here, his clothing is torn up and rotted. You can see parts of his rotting flesh and bone and everything poking through there. Wow. Just like a beautiful sculpture, really, you know. And yes, I am one of those guys who do not take their figures out of the packaging. I prefer to keep them in the packaging. I'm one of those guys. But that's cool because I mainly, you know, use mine for display. So anyway, I don't know how familiar you are with Friday the 13th Part 7, The New Blood. But in that movie, Jason is played by Kane Hodder for the first time. Badass. But in Friday the 13th Part 7, Jason has a multitude of weapons. And I don't know if you were aware of this, but he basically had access to like a tool shed, and he was able to bring out all these crazy weapons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this, give you a close-up of the weapons and point them out, because this is totally accurate. All these weapons in here were definitely used in the movie. So let's check that out. Alright, so here it is, guys. This is a fucking beautiful little sculpture. So much detail, especially in the figure itself. You know, with his ripped up shirt. Oh yeah, they did a fucking great job on this thing. So before I get into the weapons, I will point out that it did come with an extra head here without the mask. But down here is a broken mask. Because in the movie, Jason does get his mask broken off his face. And I'm also noticing that down here are a set of hands, because well, his hands are open here on the figure. These, if you install these on the figure, it'll give you the capability of allowing Jason to hold these weapons. By the way, if you're watching this video, you should have seen the movie by now, so this one's going to be full of spoilers, guys. So the first weapon that we see used in the movie by Jason is this iron stake down here. He uses this a bunch of times in the movie. Next up is the machete, another weapon that he uses quite a few times. And then over here we have the axe. Again, he gets some fair use out of the axe. And again, he has access to all these weapons because there's a fucking tool shed on the property that's pretty much fully stocked. And you see him in the movie too, like he's checking over his options to see what he can use to kill. Next up is this weapon here called a sickle. He also gets his hands on a regular kitchen knife and definitely uses it to his advantage. Next up is the long scythe. This guy right here. I would love to have a replica of this, by the way. If anybody out there is able to make me one that's life-size, I think that will be fucking sick for the collection. And what it is basically a blade on the edge of a long pole. I'm sure there's another name for it as well, but Google tells me this is a long scythe. Not scythe like the Grim Reaper has a scythe. That's a different kind of scythe. And then lastly, the craziest weapon of all. I mean, the fact that Jason can even fucking get this thing started and knows how to use it is crazy. And that's this fucking trimmer right here with this blade on the front. Crazy weapon, and he does use it. He uses it like a fucking boss. He definitely makes it his own. Fucking sick, man. Another awesome addition here to the horror collection. And here is the image of the broken mask that I was talking about. As you can see, it's right here. So these two broken mask pieces are inside. And here he is on the back, demonstrating how to use said tools as bloody weapons. Well, that is the NECA Friday the 13th Part 7 action figure. Well worth the 10 months that I waited for it. I'm glad I finally got it, and it's going to look awesome over here with the Friday the 13th shrine, which I'm going to add to the shrine right now. So let's head over there. Well, thanks for checking out NECA's Friday the 13th Part 7 Jason action figure with me. And I do hope that you will join me again for my next video. Until then, we'll see you next time.